Got ourselves in the upper left-hand side our blue Protoss player, kicking off this grand final of WardiTV Monday 28. This is MaxPax. In the bottom right, our red Terran is going to be Team Liquid's Clem. I could put up 20 different VODs of MaxPax Clem, you wouldn't realize. Yeah, there's a lot of MaxPax Clem games. It's funny when you scroll through my YouTube and you're like, whoa, Wardy just uploaded the third Clem versus Hero of this week, or Clem versus MaxPax of this week. And this guy just, like, you know, uploads some different content. It's like, oh no, actually it's just another series, and they actually look very different as well. Especially Clem Hero matches, I feel like, look quite different a lot of the time. That's amusing. As we get settled in to this best of 5 final, then Clem and MaxPax going to battle. So yeah, genuinely excited to see who's going to come out of this one. As we take a few moments and settle in, we'll see where we're going to go to. So yeah, get set up, get underway for a little bit here, and wait to see what our plan shall become. SCV going to get turned around from building the depot. It has locked the probe out, so that is a choice you make to lock the probe out here, and make sure the probe is not allowed in for any sort of information in these early stages. So I'm just trying to block as much info gathering from there as possible. It's going to be our initial part of the plan. Let's see that Reaper still very much so moving around as it makes a check to see also just a little bit of what's up, what's happening, and all the rest of this. Adept steps through, and I'm going to be having the Adept continue to chase around for a little bit as well then, so it's coming straight through with all of that. So yeah, I'm just going to go for a little bit of scouting about, a bit of checking to see what's going on. Adept is going to come shading forwards for a couple of moments. Still feels like Clem seems to get the better of MaxPax a little bit more frequently, and I say that with a lot of respect because it's a lot of back and forth usually between these guys. There's never really kind of an easy or guaranteed way that these games are going to go, it feels like. You see the Medevac just producing on through. Let's just bring that about, getting that set up, and that Reaper sitting around as we speak. So that's also just going to come through for a few moments. As we get set up here across the board in some early stages, and see where we are going to go. So yeah, a little bit of setup. It's going to be seeing that blink coming through as we've mentioned once already. Bringing that straight up here. Again, the blink coming online. Probe facility in the gateway coming up as well. We just have ourselves the siege tank, a couple of marines building into play. The Viking coming over, and we are going to unload a few units out to the front, and Marines, siege tank, Cyclone just pressing straight up. So big aggressive attack from Clem to start off this matchup today. No messing around from him, as we do see the Marines trying to fight. A couple Stalkers going down. We lose the tank though, but 16 probes already dropped. Equal worker count at this point as MaxPax loses power to the robo and the gateways, so future warpins are going to be tough to come by. We're not far from having Blink. Clem going to try and maximize the damage he does before Blink is done here. I think this attack at Clem is done, as MaxPax losing so many workers. I mean, do you come back from that many worker losses? We lose 3 Stalkers here. Don't tell me we're going to lose 4. Oh my god! We lost like 4 Stalkers clearing up these last few units. That's kind of crazy, actually. There's a tank just going to be sieged up there. That Stalker gets blasted. GG is called, and Clem is going to take this one. That's going to be a 1-0 lead for Clem. Just like that. Boom, boom, and a bang, bang. To run more StarCraft 2. And we've got WardiTV Spring Championship coming up in April. So if you are enjoying what you're seeing right now, want to see more of it on a bigger, more prize money kind of on the line level, then do consider using your subs or your donations on the channel. Appreciate the support. Clem in the upper right side is our Terran player, and MaxPax in the lower left is our Protoss, as the first game goes quickly between them. Yo, that'll do it. Thank you so much. An anonymous gifter for the 5 gifted subs going out to Grodrus. Life is good. Such skill. Much impressed. Televan and Min Young. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And BBB Dude on the 4-year resub on the Prime as well. Appreciate it too. Thank you so much for using your 4-year resub on the channel. Super appreciate it. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright then, so, coming out of that exciting couple of moments, we look to see where we shall go from there. There's the next coming through. More Clem, more Clem. Clem's like oxygen. I need my daily dose of Clem. It is kind of nice that Clem just plays in everything as well in that regard, isn't it? Like, we really do get our daily doses of players like Clem a lot of the time. It's neat. I'm a big fan. Big fan of our boy Clem. Alright, we are just doing some setting up. Just doing some readying ourselves. Getting into play here. Take a few moments. As the Reaper comes around, stepping back across for a little bit. And it's going to go for a probe. It's just going to be able to get a grab there right off the bat. That Reaper starts to escape on out. We do see the CC coming up on the natural as well. It's just going to get that going immediately. Yeah, CC coming up, the Hellion moving over, Reapers and the Hellion continue to gather. As do you have our Twilight. It's about halfway done. And again, the Gateway continue to produce, the extra probes are coming up. Stalker on the way, Warp Gate added on. Look at that blink coming online here from MaxPax, so just bringing that straight through and over. Getting that started up. And a little bit of the Reaper Hellion just coming across as well. It's just getting settled here. Happy to start applying some pressure. We're seeing the majority of this starting to go down, so actually going to be having 7 probes, but I want to say at least we got rid of everything, but man, I mean, that's a lot of workers to be losing just to have gotten rid of everything, to be quite honest and simple with you guys. That's not ideal. Painful start right there, as yeah, that is going to be a little bit rough and tough. To be quite honest with you guys, that's definitely not the greatest of situations right now. Oof. Alright, a little bit of a tough scenario we are playing out of at the moment then. As we have a couple of Marines still very much so on the way out. Trying to get those built up currently. You just see the few Stalkers going to come back over. They're just going to start hitting a couple of those Marines, so they will put some pressure in, get some damage out, get some work done already. The Marines still pushing forward with that Cyclone as well. Doing a decent job of, again, applying some pressure and pushing this back for a few moments. So again, good job on that. Orbital facility just continues to move through. Take a couple of moments. Get that established. Let's see a few Marines jump into the bunker over here, so it's going to get that settled as well. Again, we continue to move about. The charge on the way up, and then Robo Bay from MaxPax. But again, early damage taken. Can he get back on track from taking some early damage like that, or is this just going to start massing up to be a little bit too much? Some good questions as we get ourselves settled. In the upcoming moments, just going to see that factory going to move off over to the side. Charge and a commitment to the Colossus, like I say, from MaxPax is going to be how he tries to play this. I mean, at this stage, MaxPax is just going to control with a few Stalkers, but it's not a lot of Stalkers. Like, if Clem really wants to move out, he could. It's just Clem's not going to move out until he gets to the point of having additional until he gets to the point of having some additional upgrades and so in play. Obviously, all the bio upgrades currently on the way out is going to make things a lot better for him given a little bit of time. So, move our way toward that for now. Got a couple tanks going to come across and again make a little bit of a move already. So, just going to come straight over. Try and step across, like I say, for just a couple of moments. We're sieging from afar, and a couple of those workers already beginning to go down. And as the bio upgrades finish shortly, we'll see a surge of success, I feel like, from those. It's going to be an exciting little thing to follow. As do have that Liberator sieging up as well. It's just going to get that straight through here. Bring that straight up. Just going to be having a couple of shots coming about. And some hits coming through nice and quickly right off the bat. And some damage done. Seeing some success. This +1 attack continues to come through. Still get the Dark Shrine, a couple more bits and bobs continuing in production as well. So again, a lot of this very much so continue to come about right here. Right in the Colossus. Pulling back over, again, a few sentries gather back as we speak as well, so just, again, a couple of little movements. Nothing overly major just yet as the upgrades continue through. I'm going to try and move out to the third base, obviously doing this alongside an attack. Already Zal's going to be here, end up walking into the bunker, but it does slow down the progress of kind of getting the third set up. MaxPax will see Clem's army on the bottom side coming. He has units in position to spot the movement, so that was going to be a good kind of heads up for him. In the end, it turns out to be something we're pretty on top of. Let's just see that bio army continue to come moving over. And Vikings building, Marauder coming up, a couple of tanks doing, again, great job of just being in the right position. Those Medivacs heading to the main, doesn't look as though MaxPax actually caught those. For the vision he had to look ahead of his bases, he did not have vision to watch for the drops. And so the drop sets up for the main base, and that has a lot of potential. As MaxPax might just have to drop like an instantaneous recall to get back there to deal with that. I think that's where kind of the sort of level that we're at right now in terms of trying to get something done. Prism hanging around for the moment. As we just have the couple of extra SCVs dropping, so DT is obviously going to be a problem that Clem now has to deal with as well, so that's something that, like I say, comes to his attention and he has to start figuring out. So we'll start to do exactly that, or at least attempt to. Drop in the end, that did force the recall. Oh, we're going to lose a full medevac though, so Clem is not just going to get out of there freely, he is going to end up at least a little bit punished for the attempted move. So, misses out in that regard. GT still getting to go huge and put some more work in, so a bit more damage being dealt still. Coming over, bit of bio, taking some hits. We're not going to have ourselves the 11 SCVs going down. Clem shoots down his own Viking as well. This game's falling apart for Clem. Obviously the full medevac that went down, as his attempted harass just got completely shut down from the very get-go. So that was already not exactly ideal. It's truly kind of only gotten worse from there. The DT showing up, starting to do some damage, putting him into a much more difficult position from the very get-go as well. Has definitely been a bit of a struggle. It's definitely just been, like I say, challenges across the board here over the last little bit as we now settle ourselves. Going to be seeing a bit of this bio coming over as well. Just going to step straight on in. And 3 Colossus. The Viking count's okay, but you're also getting bullied on the other side. MaxPax is moving toward 5 bases, like I say. This game is just getting out of hand. It's getting out of reach. It's getting to a point where we just have to sort of say, yeah, let's kind of look ahead to the next one, right? Because sometimes games get away from you, and like I say, I think it's very fair to just admit that this one is going to be in that kind of a scenario. You can see the Vikings still coming through with the Bioforce also coming about, so we are going to keep on pressing in. And he's the Colossus takes some damage right off the back. And I'm just going to say GG, so yeah, he is going to admit that this one has gone a little bit too far against him. He's not going to try and pull it back at all. Which makes sense, this one really was just, you know, sometimes you're a step too far away from where you want to be. GG's, and MaxPax ties up this series 1-1, so we get as we get to a 1-1 scoreline here between Clem and MaxPax. In the bottom left, our red Terran is going to be Clem. While on the other side, our blue Protoss is MaxPax. Prop coming down, as you see MaxPax coming out of that victory, tying this up, and now looking to get some scouting done early, make sure nothing is going awry in the early stages. We have that factory coming through, the Reaper coming about, and you have the Adept and the Warp Gate continuing to do their thing and getting them brought on in. Just take a few moments. Settled here. With the Reaper starting to dance around, we get a little bit of action coming into play as well, so we get to get that settled for a few moments. Dep's moving around, Reaper getting chased for just a few moments again, so a little bit of action, nothing too crazy overall. As we move our way through, just going to be seeing the Reaper and the Hellion just joining up there. Getting a little bit of work done. Dep trying to move on forward again, and we will see a bit of back and forth in that regard as well. It's just coming through for that. As we continue to make our way around. Actually coming around, the starport is coming up as well, so we continue to get that underway here. Oh, a little bit of a lag out. Who is it? Braddock. Well, we'll take a few moments on that one and hopefully get that resolved in just a sec or two. Got that sorted out. Trying to get back on track. Looks like this is a complete lag out, so we'll just take a few moments to get that sorted, guys. Obviously, not really much anyone can do about that. It happens. Not the end of the world. Games will go on. Fear not. We'll get this sorted. So, say just a few moments. We'll be right back to it. I'm not a referee, so I can't drop him. Looks like the players will. They're gonna just move on through as though nothing ever happened. So no issues for those guys. Get right back onto this. Get right back on track. So, see a couple of Marines continue to come about. Soldierman is going to burrow up. Probe is going to get blasted. Let's see another Widow Mine getting burrowed. We've seen that prism popping. Coming down the right side. Widow Mine going to go and hit another probe as well. Stalker's going to get the siege tank there. Raven going to move across. Again, the Stalker's getting around the back. A couple of SCVs getting picked away at the Marines coming over. The Prism just going to lift off and move away. And we're going to see the medevac getting cleaned out here as well. So an attempt to deal some damage. And Clem is yeah, still very much so taking damage. Third SCV goes down. That Prism moving back over as well. And the few Stalkers and the Observer continue to come around. The Assimilator coming up. A few more Stalkers popping out of the Prism as we come back over. Stalker's going to hit. The bunker is going to go down. That bunker falls. Continue through. Stalkers gather up, still got Stim Pack, Combat Shield +1 coming up as well. The Bio Army will continue to come through here. So just see the few Stalkers continue to take some hits. Just going to be seeing the Bio continue to fight. And the tank there, very much so. Just getting pushed away. Stalker's going to hit in. That's going to get turned around immediately. The Prism continue to unload a few more of those Stalkers over in the corner. The Auto Turret drops down there. The Bio are going to fight. A couple of Vikings continue to come around. Marine Marauder coming up, +1 attack upgrade coming online. We have ourselves a couple extra racks, very much so still coming through. Stalker's going to take some shots. Bio going to continue to step through. Bio's going to stem the Raven overhead. Again, combat Puzzle Shells and the +1 armor continue to come through. Charge coming up as well. So, yeah, the charge coming through. The Zealots on the way. And a Robo Bait into that also. As the Prism goes down, it's nice for Clem being able to shut this down and to slow that little bit of aggression down is going to be a nice big bonus at the moment. So, that's a major positive. You take those. And +1 Prism continue to come about. We will see the Nexus and Extended Thermal Lance coming in as well. So let's go down the bottom right side. Some Stalkers get in the center. Marauders, Medivacs continue to produce on through. That bunker finishing up very shortly. Couple of refineries still coming in. Bio gets across the side. The force fields come up. Just going to be seeing the Immortal already going to get shut down. We now get in for a few more of those workers. SCV's going down very quickly on the other side for Clem. Do we have anything here to slow this down? Not really. There's a couple of units that are starting to spawn. The Raven could auto turret up that mineral line where all the probes just went to. Try and get some more kills here, as it does feel like Clem wants to capitalize on what is already a very strong army. Defensively from MaxPax, he doesn't have too much. Has to recall here. The Colossus obviously has a big role to play. Clem's Widow Mines all stacked as the Guardian Shield pops. If those Zealots charge in, the Widow Mines are going to have a field day, and Clem's going to kite into the Widow Mines. Let them do their thing. If you clean out the Zealots quickly, everything else is an issue. The Colossus can't step through because the tank fire will get rid of the Colossus as well, and that means that Clem is, with a 1-1 set of upgrades, looking very cozy right now, but we do have Zealots showing up, and Zealots are the one thing Clem's army doesn't deal with very well because of the fact that he's got a lot of Marauders. He turns around, though, gets the Colossus, and so gets that on top of getting rid of this base. Now the Zealots do continue well. The fact it's 1-1 obviously helps a lot as well, so yeah, able to get to the 2-1 lead here, Clem. Clem takes the lead. MaxPax tied up once again. In the bottom left, our blue Protoss is going to be MaxPax. Top right, our red Terran, Clem. As we get up and rolling, ready to party on into some games. Excited to see what we get going for ourselves here as we kick this off. Been a fun Monday. We actually started out with some fun games early in today's tournament as well. It's been pretty enjoyable. Had a good time with it. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying as well. So it has been fun today. It's been some fun games. SCV is just going to go after the probe for a moment. Just going to go chasing over in that direction. Try to get something done. Nothing really coming of it just yet. It's going to be having our Marine and the SCV chilling for a few moments. Get that underway. And away we're going to go. And it's a pylon, so whatever MaxPax had planned there gets shut down immediately, so that will go absolutely nowhere. Just going to make this kind of interesting too. So we'll see what happens as we continue onward. Just going to have ourselves the setup right now. Get going, get underway. More shots coming about as we take a few moments. And just seeing what we can get up to with a couple of shots coming around already. We have ourselves the well, hits looking a bit dangerous over here. Too crazy overall. Yeah, just a few shots here and there for the moment, and continue to try and fire through. Dark Shrine coming up, so already kind of heading straight in towards that. Really wants to get work done here early on, it seems. Really wants to put some damage out and just kind of take control. MaxPax being cheeky early, not relying on the blink, not relying on the more typical setups, though. Like I say, taking a bit of a different approach to this time around. Yeah, a little bit of a different way to try to make things happen. Like I say, we'll keep up with that and see what we get to, or how things go over the next few moments. As the couple of Hellions get through, there's already going to be a bunch of probes going down. So MaxPax obviously loses a pylon early, gets into a lot of trouble, ends up in a weird position. And now losing workers on top of all of that is just going to be a little bit of an extra bit of pain for him to kind of continue in this matchup. Like, this is just continuing to be an absolute misery for him so far, unfortunately. It's not going well in the slightest at this point in time. So yeah, not exactly the greatest of situations here just yet. We'll figure out if we're going to be able to get through this or fix this a little bit. You have the Viking there is nearby, the Prism. The Prism just going to come moving back through. A couple of the DTs warping in. The Viking is going to find the Prism, and we'll find the Morphing Archons as well, so you're going to be well aware of MaxPax here. And this is bad because the Archons are not ready to protect the Prism yet, so the Prism is just going to try and run from the Viking. And gets a lot of damage onto it. The Archons will start to protect. But that Prism is now already low, and that makes it an easier target for deeper in this game. Again, the charge, the Robo and the Forge will continue to come through. Archon's just going to drop in a couple of SCVs, take hits. I see the SCV there, going to do some repairing on the Raven. Well, next coming through, get that settled. All those upgrades come through. Again, the Prism heading down to the bottom left-hand side. A couple of Archons involved. Pylon going to spot this, so nice Pylon timing comes up just in time to be like, hey, there's a medevac heading my way. So we get on top of that pretty much immediately. We push on over, so again, heading across here already, making a little bit of a move to start us off. If we step to the other side, I'm just going to be seeing the bio, going to be settling down. A couple tanks already set to siege, and try and put themselves in a setup position right now as well, so get that going and see what we can do. Send Thermal Lance in the Forge, getting that +1 going. Big drop into the main base. Stalkers were starting to take position though, so Clem unable to succeed with this. MaxPax has been pretty good against the bigger drop attempts. Start swiping, SCV's taking damage. You see the Zealot getting picked off as well. The Bioforce continues to gather up. We do have the Blink coming about, the +1 attack upgrade coming in. I see the Prism coming over. You see that bio coming through, a couple tanks coming about. It's going to be seeing the Widow Mine pulling back up as well. +2, Blink continue to come over. And Army just gathers up. Again, +2 and Blink coming through. A few Ghosts are going to set up. The armor upgrade coming in. And another Engineering Bay and Armory on as well. And +2 and Blink very much so about to finish from MaxPax, who is trailing on supply, but with the tech choices and the advantages on tech, you should be kind of okay to trail a bit of supply. Plus, you're going to have the DTs coming in. Disruptors are coming up. We see all of that continue to come in right now as the bio gets over, takes the watchtower. And we continue to make some moves. Push around the bottom right side, just going to see a Zealot there, going to get grabbed, so that goes down as well. Stalk to start to step up the right side. We are going to see a Widow Mine going down. The rest of this Bioforce still stepping up. We got some Ghosts and some Vikings to gather in as well. And Clem really wants to try and push down this bottom right. He's been trying to make moves in this direction for a while, but he is playing the split push, and MaxPax just now sees, I believe, an Observer on that left side. We'll give him the heads up on that one. Force field goes down. A couple of Widow Mines trying to shoot. The Disruptor shot going to land as well. A step further forward, and again the battery. And the Nexus going down. The Bioforce is going to drop off here as well as the Vikings will continue to fire. Get rid of one Colossus. Clem controlling well because he's obviously trying to drop on that left side as well. And he controlled this very nicely. Good pullbacks. Really working with the Vikings to get rid of that Colossus. Beautiful play. The Vikings staying like max range. Does eat the end of that Disruptor shot, which probably stops him from being able to get the Nexus, if that was a possibility at all. I don't know if it was a good Disruptor shot. It got a good chunk of units, but I'm not sure if he was going to get the Nexus even with those units. There was a lot of Zealots there. As he is losing out on the left side too, so overall MaxPax gets a pretty good defense out of this considering how everything was starting in the first place. Let's see RCC coming about. I'll be having the Medivacs coming over for a couple of moments here. We've seen the bio still gathering around. Medivacs joining up. Again, bio steps through. It's going to be seeing the Disruptors, the Zealots, the Stalkers getting chased about, the Archon coming about as well. We've seen the Bioforce very much so still coming about and trying to keep pressing through for the moment. So again, trying to see what else is going on. Vikings are going to fire, then Colossus goes down. Still got the Bio kiting back here. The Zealots will chase. Again, 3-3 upgrades coming about, plus 2 ship weapons coming through. Marine Marauder Medivac already coming in. The Zealot will get jumped on. A couple of EMPs continue to come about. We do see the Zealots continue to just melt away here, so the Zealots just dropping like flies. MaxPax pushing on the other side of the map. So as he's getting pushed back in one position, he's pushing forward, and another Disruptor's scary to deal with, especially when you're trying to multi-prong and multitask here, as Clem is doing. Marines trying to pop out. We try and dive through for these Disruptors. Good splits. Starting to get rid of a lot of them. Both players obviously have taken losses in this game. We're going to try and recall. This is time for Clem to just target fire down a few Disruptors. He gets a bunch of them. DTs are the answer over here, but not until, or not once the scan comes down. That will get rid of the DT threat. A few units left behind from the recall. MaxPax down below 120 supply. So Clem about a 40 supply lead coming out of all of this. Medivacs load up here. The difference really being that obviously MaxPax had to retreat home in the end. Not the case on the other side. Bio around the right, just going to be seeing a couple Colossus gathering. Disruptor shot. Tries to fire through. Another Disruptor shot. Does not quite reach just yet. Liberator going to sit right there and pull back a little bit. The Disruptor fires forward once more. Just going to be shy of the mark at the moment as another Disruptor shot tries to come in as well. Bio continue to fight, chasing forward for now. Again, that Liberator comes back through. Just going to keep on scanning. And yeah, that saw the Zealot Stalker coming over as well. Clem's still maxed in. As MaxPax loses bases, he is definitely going to be in some trouble, because Clem's got that top left base as well that's going completely untouched recently. GG's. Clem just going to have too much. He overwhelms, and he's going to be a back-to-back champion of the WardiTV.